Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense takes the field. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gets it out quickly. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense staying glued. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Cajuns. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard touchdown. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. On the move. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game. The nation on this one. You see.
Offense in a bunch formation. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
He lofts one down the sideline. And full extension down the right side for the grab. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the ball's racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking for a man, it's Hurtado. He's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the direction.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's not the option they were looking for. You know, you want to run that option and maybe pitch the football, but that play looked dead from the jump, and the QB had no...
Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. 9th snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Hurtado. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you...
Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Cajuns! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys...
He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Touchdown, Louisiana! And the route is on. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. All wideouts, no backs. They'll go back to the air on second down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs, they get outside the pocket. You got to keep defending down the field, keep coverage on the wide receivers, and good job with pursuit.
And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. And make the pick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Holds it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin.
defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take it.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Looking left. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like,
they bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
and it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
He wants to go deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Cajuns. And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Going up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
That's caught. It's Ellington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Got him downfield. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. He's looking for a man on second down. Coming after him. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
325.
To throw, it's Hurtado. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to scramble. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Come to the line for a third and very long here on the opening drive. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Tigers. And they grab the early lead. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Single back, takes the handoff. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Kramer. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
This isn't the most flashy play, but it's effective. A slant play coming out of the slot. It's a quick hitter against this defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Grab behind the line. It's McMillan. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Fielded near the 20. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Christine, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He eludes the rush. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Finds the receiver wide open. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll run the option. The back's got to run a pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. A quick juke. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's caught. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas Christian. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Missouri now in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Try to catch the defense with the draw. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's the option play. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. TCU offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Fights through a tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble now. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, the defense was all over the field in the first half, and as we see here, more of the same to start this third quarter. Big question to me is, now you got a fourth down. You look at that scoreboard, you almost start to wonder, should I go for this?
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw again. And they heave it deep downfield. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Coaches told us that pregame production meetings, they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. This QB sneak. Looks like Missouri will have the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They test the middle, but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They call the draw play here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the TCU offense takes the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket.
Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On 1st down, it's play action. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that 1st and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on 3rd down.
325.
Receiver in motion now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even at a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to create here on the move. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. He's found some room at the 45. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Receiver makes the grab. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Missouri. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them. Great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the PAT is good as they continue to blow away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. And the TCU offense takes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And he's brought down there to wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's